Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to This Week in Renewables, episode 16. A bite-sized roundup of the renewable sector over the last 7 days, new projects, new hires, anything related to renewables we discuss. I'm your host, Deji Ogunshola, correctly pronounced for my Nigerians out there, the voice you can trust. If you're unfamiliar with this week in renewables, I like to discuss renewable stories over the last 7 days. Weekly roundup I've discussed. Nothing too long, just quick brief to give you a synopsis of what's happening in the sector. Quite fitting really, being that if you're in the UK, you're probably experiencing some petrol problems. So the rush for renewables has never been any stronger. As of today, I've put in my order for Tesla. No more queuing for petrol for me, that's for sure. Anyway, back to some news stories. Hydropower. The project otherwise known as the North Sea Link, which is a 450-mile subsea power cable linking the UK and Norway, has started commercial operations. This will allow both countries to share renewable energy. The project itself cost 1.4 billion and took 6 years to complete. In terms of the output, the energy being provided will power 1.4 million UK homes through the 1,400 megawatts of electricity shared across the interconnector. So great news for everyone involved in that project, and good to see that some of the UK power is coming from renewable sources, that being hydropower. Moving from hydropower to a bit of wind, and Siemens Gamesa have confirmed a 850 megawatt US offshore double. They have received firm orders from development partners Ørsted and Eversource to supply turbines to 2 offshore wind farms. The manufacturer will deliver 11 megawatt units to both the 715 Revolution Wind Project off Rhode Island and the 132 megawatt South Fork off Long Island, New York. The latter wind farm is expected to be completed in the first quarter of 2023, while the Revolution will come online in 2024. This is according to the Spanish Stock Exchange filings. So congratulations to everyone involved there on this offshore wind project in America, being supplied by Siemens Gamesa of Europe. Some more news on the wind side, and GE, they are to partner with Nareva to develop wind farms in Morocco. Recently, GE announced that it has been selected by Energy Éolienne de Maroc, EEM for short, a leading developer of wind projects and wholly owned subsidiary of Nareva Holdings, to supply 40 onshore wind turbines for the 200 megawatt Aftisat offshore wind farm extension in Morocco. The project is expected to start operation in 2023 and is intended to support the industrial companies under power purchase agreement, in line with the Morocco's goal to install 52% of renewables energy capacity by 2023. Most importantly, this marks the first order in Morocco for GE's Cyprus onshore wind platform, one of the company's largest onshore wind turbines in the field, and GE's largest Cyprus wind farm in the MENA region. This also adds to the GE Renewables Energy 287 megawatt of installed base backlog in Morocco, which includes 200 megawatt Afena wind farm and the Rivera and GE built together in 2016. So again, congratulations to GE and everyone involved in that project in Northern Africa. Moving from wind to solar, Adani Green Energy is to acquire SL Green's 40 megawatt Odisha solar project. Adani Green recently raised $750 million through a green bond to fund the equity for its under construction projects. France's Total has invested $2.5 billion for acquiring 50% stake in 200 2.35 gigawatts operating solar assets of Adani Green Energy and a 20% stake in the company. The Adani Total JV plans to commission 25 gigawatts by 2025, which is really good news. Following on from that, TotalEnergies breaks ground on the 80 megawatt Texas PV plant. TotalEnergies and its partner, 174 Power Global, have started construction of the 80 megawatt Philadelphia Gardu solar farm in the US state of Texas. The companies are developing the project under a 50-50 JV with steel producer Gardu Long Steel North America buying the electricity generated under a 20-year PPA, power purchase agreement. The 283 hectare site directly adjacent to the Gardu Midlothian steel mill will be comprised of more than 231,000 solar panels and Gardu's solar beam pilings. Great news about this, most importantly, it will create more than 200 construction jobs and will provide benefits to the local community, including generating an estimated $19 million in tax revenue over the next 30 years. The project itself is expected to reach commercial operation by 2023. So again, this is really fantastic news for the sector, particularly in Texas, and the number of jobs being created for those local. Some more solar news coming by way of CIM Group. They have announced completion and commercial operation of the first 125 megawatt phase of the 250 megawatt Aquamarine solar photovoltaic project in Westland Park, California. The project itself is now generating power to deliver on its previously executed PPA with Valley Clean Energy Alliance and Silicon Valley Power. The company said it's currently negotiating additional PPAs with other potential counterparties for Aquamarine and future phases at Westland Solar Park. So again, seems to be quite busy in America and solar. Overall, that is this week in renewables, a bit shorter than usual. But yeah, it's been a great week for renewables as usual. Lots of projects have been commissioned, lots of projects have been financed, and the push for clean energy continues. Once again, thank you for whether you're listening on through Spotify or Anchor or Apple Podcasts. Thank you very much. If you're watching via LinkedIn or YouTube, thank you very much. Don't forget to like, comment and share. Any recommendations for any topics I should cover. And now that I have the YouTube channel, I'm hoping to put a lot more video content out there with regards to panel discussions, interviews with engineers, etc. So if you're keen to be involved, do not hesitate to send me a DM through LinkedIn, message me directly with my email. Otherwise, that sums up this week in renewables. Thank you very much for listening and watching. Have a blessed week. Thank you very much. Goodbye.